never I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo
eye Kwabena Duffour akọ court. Na Kwabena Duffour asemo kan nyina ne say NDC primaries are ever so presidential and parliamentary no. Ohun say NDC 4% omuwia no. Inti Kwabena Duffour akọ court. And I can catch court for say EC our conduct elections no. NDC John Mahama Kojo Bonsu NDC party no or the Omaba court to say until say Omaba address the consensus no or no Kwabena Duffour on penny NDC abana mobeto no memenda no on pese bebaso. In the Kwabena Duffour 4 days or 5 days to elections no. We will say we have problem to 4 to 5 days to elections. Or say or per se elections now ebebaswa NDC 4 I invested lots and lots of money. Presidential aspirants, parliamentary aspirants, I invested money to get people to come vote for them, no? Or say or the tabona to so wako court, Kwabena Duffour or your NDC ni. Now the question here is, what makes Kwabena Duffour NDC ni? And I want to speak to the delegates Mudi Kwabena Duffour. At the end of the day, Munyina Besa Kwabena Duffour be president. Now the Kwabena Duffour na mo peso be president no. Say ose oye NDC ni. Na say NDC ni yanwa. Kwabena Duffour at his age, he knows NDC how things work. And I'm a Kwabena Duffour nim say NDC say opesa u grievances yetia there is a year emrabi daho. You need to follow the rules and regulations to get your grievances heard. Kwabena Duffour now say enye MPP na sponsor no amarabe say NDC no. He knows more than I know when it comes to the regulations of the NDC. Did Kwabena Duffour exhaust all the avenues before going to court? No. They catch the Ghana for from day one. And I've told the NDC delegates now, Mudi Kwabena Duffour because you think, say, Kwabena Duffour is in with a clean mind to help NDC. No? They catch them say, some of you are following Kwabena Duffour because of your stomach. Some of you are following Kwabena Duffour because of your tribe. Some of you are following Kwabena Duffour. You don't even know why you are following Kwabena Duffour. Kwabena Duffour from day one, when he said he wanted to run for presidential slot, no, I told Ghana for any NDC for say Kwabena Duffour wasn't running to help NDC. Kwabena Duffour was running to distract NDC. If you're a delegate today, now we know the importance of election 2024. I swear to God. Anytime you see Kwabena Duffour's picture, you pass. What Kwabena Duffour is doing today, and I'm going to be very honest with you, to attack Kwabena Duffour with strong words, no, it will make me look stupid. Kwabena Duffour's action is more stupid, so I don't need to attack Kwabena Duffour. I need to speak to the delegates to be focused. I need to speak to Omo joining NDC, Omo Pese, John Dramani Mahama and the NDC to come back to power to save Ghanaians, no, to focus on the big picture. And the big picture is you people staying together and being resolute and understand the say with one voice, you know, a single person like Kwabena Duffour who is being manipulated by NPP, you know, cannot break what the NDC has put together. In a very long time, this is the first time the NDC is resolute after 1992. After J.J. Rawlings, the NDC had a roller coaster moment. It started with J.J. Rawlings' wife, Fonka Mama, her greed. It came to Atamils. Then some people popped up, Hamidu, Martin Hamidu mo, and Baba Jamamo, Sanko Fono, they popped up, greed. They started destroying the NDC. The NDC was still focused. They were trying to get united 100%. They couldn't get the unity because there were some people in the NDC, they always didn't want the NDC to be together. In 2016, when the NDC were leaving power, getting into opposition, they were more united than the NPP going out of power today. You know why? When the NDC almost free power, no, they were not expecting Ghanaians to vote against them. They relied on the work they did, but they could not speak on the work they did. So NDC went into opposition not divided. They went into opposition confused. They didn't know why they were going to opposition. They didn't understand. They didn't believe it because they were expecting their works to speak for them. The NDC were not divided when they're in power. When the NDC were going into opposition, they were not divided, but they were not sure of what they did wrong. The NDC were not sure of what they did wrong because they forgot there was a gap between the NDC top and the NDC grassroots. That is why all the work the NDC did from Mahama's at Tamil's time to Mahama time now, the grassroots could not meet the NDC up in the middle to spread the message to Ghanaians that this is what the party represents. So when they went into opposition, the grassroots of the NDC were not that confused. They knew because there was this loss of touch between the grassroots and the top. Now, from 2016, NDC by opposition, John Mahama by opposition for less than 4 years. The NDC has been able to hold on to their unity. They have been able to bring the top to join the down. And in 2020, the original NDC came out to vote, and you saw Ghanaians who think about Ghana giving NDC over 6 million votes because in 2020, the NDC were formidable and united with a message. NPP used the courts, they used the military, they used the police. Still, NDC were able to pull 6 million and over votes. A party that has been in opposition for 4 years, it wasn't far. So how were they able to come pull this surprise? It was because when the NDC were going into opposition, they were not divided. Now the NDC today we see is more resolute and built together than any NDC we have seen. And when you watch the NDC and listen to the NDC and you see the commitment of the NDC today, the normal grassroots person is more confident in their party than before. Now, the issue I'm talking about here is how can a whole party that is over united, that has come together to accept responsibility, come together to understand their philosophy, how can a party that has today been so attracted to Ghanaians and understand that their leader, who is John Mahama, has done things that majority of political parties and leaders have not been able to do, how can the NDC today sit and say Kwabena Duffour should at the end of the day distract the party from winning 2024? It should never happen. What Kwabena Duffour is doing was orchestrated from day one to distract the NDC from winning 2024. And remember, sorry, NDC delegates now, Shemia, you need to see this as a point that is uniting the party more, a point that is going to make the grassroots come together and say, now, if we were confused about some people, we now understand why we need to stay together, stand together. Whether it takes 10 years, the NDC will still pick a flag bearer. And I want to tell the NDC, who do you trust and who do you believe? Who do you say can lead you people? Who do you say understand the party, submit themselves to the party and believe in the philosophy of the party? It is John Dramani Mahama. As we speak today, John Mahama is in the hinterlands. He's still sending message to the grassroots. He's building the party and putting the party together. What are his competitors doing? Kwabena Duffour and Kojo Bonsu, they are in Accra and they are pulling the party apart. So we are delegates now, Shemia. You have been speaking for long. You have been fighting for long. You have been telling Ghanaians the NDC is better. Why do you, at the end of the day, look at Kwabena Duffour and say he is distracting you? No. Kwabena Duffour has become the devil that came to give you people the confidence and the belief in your party that when you stay together, you can build a formidable force that will win power and save Ghana. And the thing Kwabena Duffour is doing is rather building the party. So NDC should not focus on Kwabena Duffour. Kwabena Duffour from day one has been a distraction. Kwabena Duffour from day one has been a project of the NPP. Kwabena Duffour, Kojo Bonsu, they are not in to help NDC. They are basically in to help themselves, their tribe, and their ego. So when I saw Kwabena Duffour go to court at this crucial moment, I laughed. I laughed because it is clear from day one the things we've been saying, the intentions behind Kwabena Duffour's idea to run for presidency. Kwabena Duffour knows his own hometown. When he stands to be president, he will not win. He knows. So I see the NDC being more resolute. I see the NDC being more united. I see Kwabena Duffour's evil agenda building the NDC more. What will make an 82-year-old man whose son is running for a parliamentary seat in the same party, ignore party rules, does not exhaust all opportunities to make his grievances heard, run to court and say, stop the party's progress? It is out of what? Pain, pity. Kwabena Duffour has been given some job to do, and that job is destroy the NDC and don't go to jail. That is why the last time I was asking you people, Kwabena Duffour and his son, Junior, can they guarantee the NDC that they will not go to jail? No. They are using the NDC as a leverage to survive. And this you are seeing today, it wasn't just something that came from anywhere. It was planned from day one. Do not allow John Mahama to become flag bearer. Do everything possible to distract the party. All that he's doing is to sow some seeds of confusion in the party. But my message to the delegates is simple. Do you want power? Do you believe that when you come together and you support a candidate who is willing, you get that power? Do you think today Kwabena Duffour can even win 1% of NDC votes? No. So why is he doing this? You people following Kwabena Duffour today, do you think that today, if we set the stage today, Kwabena Duffour against John Mahama, can Kwabena Duffour win the presidency? No. And I can put my whole life on it. Whether they go to courts or not, whether the album is given to everybody or not, Kwabena Duffour cannot win. So you ask yourself, what is Kwabena Duffour's end game? His end game is to distract the bigger NDC that is united. His end game is to destroy the NDC from within. So now he is fighting within to explode the party. So he's going to channel everything and say the executives, the fake. So now he wants to sow some seed inside the heart of NDC so that it will explode internally. Then the party will not have a united front to win election 2024. That is his job, and that is the job that has been given to Kwabena Duffour. All that you are seeing, it was orchestrated from day one. That is why when Kwabena Duffour, before he became the flag bearer, he said he wanted to run for elections. They gave Kwabena Duffour his passport. The Attorney General said, take your passport, go and do damage. I don't hate Kwabena Duffour. I don't have a problem with him. But Kwabena Duffour, in his evil acts, is basically putting the NDC together well. And I'm happy because the delegates have seen it. The new NDC is smart, and I'm happy. The delegates now have seen it, that they need to come together and fight with one voice and make sure the NDC, day or shine, John Dramani Mahama wins and wins convincingly. Kwabena Duffour and his team knows. They have not campaigned. They have not even traveled to 3 regions. They are in Accra. They know that the party does not need Kwabena Duffour. Kwabena Duffour knows that the job he was given, he has failed. This is his last shot. Into your NDC delegates. Now to when you may now I will say Kwabena Duffour is doing something extraordinary. Me say when it could take 6 months, it can take 2 days. NDC will elect John Dramani Mahama nationwide to lead the NDC to win power for Ghana, not for NDC. So when you see things like these, now who will be to say Kojobunsu? Now also say I support Kwabena Duffour. They are Nicaraguans. They are distraction. Kwabena Duffour's own son, Junior, he is contesting his own uncle, blood uncle. Ask yourself, do you think they even care about their own family members? No. They care about what they will do. They are selfish. It's about them, how they will survive. They don't care about the bigger picture. So if they are going to blow the NDC up for them to get their way, they will do it. And these are not the kind of people you need. Kwabena Duffour had options to take and exhaust. Did he do it? No. Because the agenda was that try everything possible to stop John Mahama from being the flag bearer of the NDC. NDC delegates, this should not be complex. This should not be something that you think through it too much. This should tell you that the re-election of John Mahama should be solid and it should send a message. The NPP MPC ADBC, Mamenchemu delegates in their own PCBC. The NPP does not want John Mahama to have the 98% NDC backing. When that happens, they will now understand that the whole Ghana support John Mahama's nomination. What Kwabena Duffour is doing is to slow the momentum down, to get some people to, at the end of the day, relax, to get some people to think that there's a problem, that they will not vote all for Mahama. They want Mahama's momentum to slow down. But you are delegates like other delegates. Think about the party. Today in your party, who can go out there and give you over 6 million votes? It is John Mahama. Who can send a message to Ghanaians to accept? It is John Mahama. You have worked for John Mahama and worked with John Mahama for almost 8 years. You have had belief and faith in John Mahama. You defended John Mahama at the most difficult times as a delegate. You stood still. You had issues with him. You repaired the issues. You called him. He listened. He came. You have repaired your problems. You have come back to become a united team. Why should you make these people distract you guys? The John Mahama you people know as delegates, you know he listens and he's there for NDC and Ghana. The John Mahama you people have fought for, argued, fought on the streets, fought for ballot boxes, defended his projects, led you people to become confident today. Why are you going to allow some people who are selfish to distract you? You need a total endorsement. Nationwide should send a message through Kwabena Duffour to MPP. The election coming on Saturday, NDC delegates should send a message through Kwabena Duffour to MPP that we are ready for power. And how do you do it? You give John Mahama the 99%. Whatever is happening today is none of your business. See it as a distraction if you're a delegate. Be focused. What do you need? You need a presidential candidate who has the experience, a presidential candidate who has pulled over 6 million votes. Kwabena Duffour cannot pull 100,000 votes for NDC. So why should the NDC panic? If you're a delegate, why should you start thinking? Sit back and say, you trust your leadership. If it does not even happen Saturday, it will happen one day. And John Dramani Mahama should be your ultimate target. Vote for him to send a message through their surrogates. And the surrogate of the MPP is Kwabena Duffour, his family, his friends. Let the NPP understand that this time you are coming for power. You are coming to liberate Ghana. You are coming to save Ghana's democracy. So when I see these things, I tell the delegates, this is the time to be strong. I've never seen a strong NDC like today. I've never seen an NDC that believed in one person like today. I've never seen an NDC that is ready to fight for power than this NDC. When I listen to John Mahama on the streets, when I see John Mahama going around and talking about giving power to the grassroots, talking about handing over power to you, the delegate, when I hear John Mahama's message, putting you people in front of everything, I see that the NDC is ready for power. When I hear John Mahama say that you are the people who bring the power home, I hear that message. I hear somebody who has brought hope, who has brought something we call emergency, determination to a party. John Mahama is telling you the message you wanted to hear. John Mahama is giving you the delegates, the confidence you wanted. You always wanted power. You always wanted to take charge. John Dramani Mahama has rolled around the nation. He has told you that this NDC belongs to you, the delegates. You will control the power. You will fight and maintain the power, and you will make the decision. And the best part is you will get the opportunity to also enjoy power. What do you need? You need to stick to somebody who has consistently put the party ahead of even himself. At a point in the life of John Mahama, he could have quit politics. He could have done what everyone does by running away and say, take your party. At the end of the day, after all, he will be paid every month. When the party went to opposition unexpected, John Mahama sat back and said, I will still put the NDC together. Your founder was dead, but he stood still. He believed in you. The party was dejected. Today, we have a united front that believes that the democracy of this nation needs to be protected. Kwabena Duffour and his surrogates should not. And Kwabena Duffour and his people cannot give power to the NPP. What he's doing is part of the distraction. Focus on what you want. You want two things. Make John Mahama your flag bearer and win power for Ghana. We have crossed that bridge of thinking about NDC. We are thinking about NDC liberating Ghana and saving Ghana and giving power to Ghana. And you, the grassroots that John Mahama has believed in from day one. And today in his message, he is not shy to say that the NDC grassroots will occupy positions in Ghana, because NDC grassroots must be a Ghana for. And this is a person who is thinking about Ghana and thinking about his people. He will always put you people first. Whatever Kwabena Duffour is doing, it should not distract any delegate. Let's leave the executives to do their job. I've seen a letter from the delegates, from the executives, from the higher powers, saying that Saturday's elections will go on, whether it goes on or not. You have to tell yourself, I'm voting for John Mahama. I am sending a message to Duffour, sending a message to Bawumia, that we are resolute now, we are together now, we believe that we, the delegate and the grassroots, will give power to Ghana. And we, as a party, will benefit from it. You have seen people who did nothing for Ghana, thieves, criminals who lived overseas. Today, they want to run this country. You, the grassroots, the delegate of the NDC, the party belongs to you. You are also Ghanaians and you deserve what these fools are also stealing from us. Your flag bearer has shown, and he showed it when he was president. He disciplined his own. He jailed his own. He showed leadership. It's about time the NPP understood that the NDC is ready. And you are not just ready, you are ready as a team. You are ready with a commander who is ready to die for his people. We are delegates now, Shemia. This is not a time to despair. This is the time to feel happy and be bold. Kwabena Duffour cannot, and the NPP cannot destabilize the NDC. The NDC is united. I see lights. I see power. And I know you are hungry to do that. The delegates are the grassroots, and John Dramani Mahama has promised that he will do everything possible to bring the delegates on board to also be seen as Ghanaians and proud members of the NDC. Let not Kwabena Duffour distract you. Let's leave what is happening to the experts. And I know, John Dramani Mahama will be the flag bearer of the NDC, and it is a fact. And God knows best. I'm not here to attack anybody. I'm here to tell the delegates that focus. Send a message through your votes. Let it be powerful and let it be strong. Let it cross the 98 for Ghanaians to understand that the NDC of J.J. Rawlings and the NDC, that is a democratic party, is ready to save Ghana. Not to save NDC, to save Ghana. I believe in you delegates, and I trust and I believe in the message of John Mahama. And what keeps me happy every day and confident is that anytime he mounts the podium, anytime he speaks to the delegate, he tells them power belongs to you. And that was the message that was missing in the NDC holy book. Power, John Mahama says, belongs to you. You should not let people who are greedy and selfish and pained to distract you people. I've never seen a united NDC like this NDT, from the grassroots to the top. And let this sink. If you're a delegate, be proud, be strong, and know that no matter what happens, John Dramani Mahama will be the flag bearer, and he will be a convincing, confident flag bearer to give Ghana the democracy we need. My name is Kwabena Taylor. After this short break, I will pick phone calls.
My name is PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV, dear, Osia Dem, Yopo.